We are continuing the journey with in the Old Testament with Noah. If you remember, yesterday and beforehand we were looking at we're in the book of Genesis and creation and how creation is really soured, and God has wiped out all the evil from the earth by washing it in the flood. And Noah and his family of 8 have survived. And at the end of this, God makes a covenant with Noah, a covenant with Noah and all of creation. The sign of the covenant is the bow in the sky, and God promises that he will never destroy the earth by water. And sometimes when I hear that, I'm just thinking, a lot of the climate activists are saying, it will be flooded by water. I'm thinking, God has said that won't happen. He's not going to destroy the earth by flooding. Maybe the sea levels might rise. That's something else to worry about. That was maybe not destroying the earth by flooding. Anyway, just a side-by there. But what has happened? He makes a covenant with Noah. He's already made a covenant with Adam and Eve, and now he forms this new covenant with Noah. Now they're able to not only eat plants, but eat animals. And there is an exception he gives. He says, you are eat everything. Everything is given to you, he says, with this exception. You must not eat flesh with life. That is to say, blood in it. And this is a critical thing. In the Old Testament, blood is life. Your life is what flows through your body, and it's called blood. They didn't have an understanding of souls. So when your blood poured out, it was your life pouring out, and therefore you would die because your life left your body. And so out of respect for the animals that they ate, they would not eat the animals' life. And it was akin, I think, nowadays we would think of it like, if you ever watch these horror movies, I avoid horror movies, but you get these horror movies where the evil thing, whatever it is, eats other people's souls. They consume the souls of their victims. And in a sense, that's the kind of thing we're talking about. And it's horror. That's why the Jews will not eat flesh with life, blood in it, because this is the root of it. So why am I going on about this blood thing? Because at the forming of this covenant, the Lord mentions blood. And you are not to eat flesh with life, that is to say, blood in it. And he forms a covenant, and there's a connection with blood. And now we have in the gospel, Jesus is speaking about giving a prophecy of his own, the covenant he will form in his blood. In the Old Testament, covenants are formed with blood, the blood of animals. This covenant that Jesus is about to form with us and has formed with us is in his own blood. He has literally given his life for us. He's poured out his blood, which is life, for us. So much does he love you that he would do this. And we have the great grace, because we have entered into that covenant through our baptism. We have the great grace to come to this place and to drink that blood which he has poured out for us. He doesn't desire to give us the blood of flesh and blood of animals and goats, but his own blood, his own very life. This is the gift we receive here in the Eucharist.